For thousands of years, cultures have been, exchanging ideas, exchanging identities, and so forth and so forth. And we don't have to erase each other for that coexistence of culture to occur. As a child, in our home, we were Congolese. Like, we ate Congolese food, we listened to lots of Congolese music, we watched Congolese theatre and film and so on.
The culture that I identify with the most is Malaysian.
I identify with the Russian culture, although my family is quite complicated because my mum comes from Ukraine and she met my dad in Latvia, who is also Russian.
The culture that I identify with is the Somali culture, but that probably means something different to me, being from the diaspora.
When people say integrate, they mean leave what you're bringing behind, change what you are so that you can fit into this prescribed notion of what it means to be from here.
Now, a few things I did differently in terms of culture. It's simple things really, just like fish and chips that we don't have in our culture really, or even kebabs that I really do love.
If by definition integrating means embracing other people's cultures, accepting and respecting other people's viewpoints, even if I don't necessarily agree with them, then yes, I have integrated. But the way politics is moving, the way society wants to see us, it's almost like saying if you want to integrate in British society, you have to lose some parts of your identity, and I don't believe that's integration.
Culture doesn't define your identity. Bigger things do.
I think culture is the medium that allows us to understand our existence whilst we're here.
I would like to think that home is... Oh, this is such a cliche. Home is where the heart is, right?
I never really felt belonging to a certain place because my family is so diverse and they come from different countries. And now me moving to London, honestly, I don't have a home.
At this point, I don't know, because I know where I was born and I know my parents were born and they always remind me where I'm from. So in that sense, Somalia is home, and it is somewhere I'm proud to call home.
And I think home is an imagined concept. It's something that we create. And for us to be able to identify what home is, we have to look at so many different things. It's not where you live, I don't think. It's not necessarily even where you're from or where you grew up. I think it's how you feel and what makes you feel that way. I went back to Congo in 2014, and I was staying at my uncle's. And in the morning, when him, his wife, and a couple of cousins, we were having breakfast around 9 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock, everyone rushed to the TV. And I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what show was going to be on or what was going on. And then they switched on the TV and started watching the Kardashians.
The way British society affected me is, well, Mary Berry. My flatmates make me watch the Great British Bake Off, which I really don't like.
Well, one of the major differences that I found in Britain is how much you like to queue.
It was quite different when I started primary school here, and like the school dinners was just so like bland.
You know, and I'm like, I can't even escape that. Like, how? And I was so shocked.
And yeah, that's the expression, I guess.
And it's not about not being nice and polite in my country because I'm not queuing. It's just something we don't do.
So that was something that I had to get used to. I got used to baked beans and chips.
They come here to take our jobs. They need to go back to where they came from, not knowing that I was one of the ones who came. I told them that a refugee is simply someone who is trying to make a home. So next time, when you go home, tuck your children in and kiss your families good night. Be glad that the monsters never came for you, in their suits and ties never came for you, in the newspapers where the media lies never came for you, and that you are not despised. And know that deep inside the hearts of each and every one of us, we are all always reaching for a place that we can call home. Yeah. Awesome. Oh. Sweet.